Hello and welcome to this Unity tutorial where we are learning how to make a main menu just like this one, where you are going to be able to go to the settings and then change the scale, volume, and go back, click play, and quit, and do all of those things that a main menu should have. You can see here that I'm in a blank Unity scene with nothing inside of it except for TextMesh Pro already imported into this game. What we're going to do is we're going to right click on the hierarchy, create a UI canvas, and we can name this our main menu canvas. I'm going to zoom out to get to this canvas right here, and then I'm going to create a background for it. So I'm going to right click on the main menu canvas, go to UI, and then click panel. I'm going to name this our background panel, and then I'm going to change the color to all the way black and lower the alpha value on it just a bit so that we can still see the background. You can see our background's blue and it just looks a little bit darker because of this background. And for the main menu, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need the name of our game, a play button, a quit button, and then a settings menu. So let's go do that. We can right click on the main menu, go to UI, and then we go to a button. For this button, we can name it our play button. And then we're going to go in here, go to the text for this play button, and just type play. So this can be our play button. I'm going to change the scale of this to 2, so the play button's pretty big because we want people to play our games, right? And then we're also going to need a quit button. So we can do that. Right click on the main menu canvas, click a UI, and a button. We can name this our quit button. And then we're going to do the same thing. Go to the text, name it quit, and then for the scale, I'm going to make this 1.25 because I don't really want people to quit my game. I want people to play my game. And then I'm going to move it all the way down here to the bottom. And then right here in the middle, I'm going to do a settings button. So we'll do the same thing, right click, UI, button, we can name it settings button. We're naming these things play, quit, and settings button just so we know what is what when we go to check what the buttons actually do. Inside the text, we can just put settings right here, and then for the scale I'll just do 1.75 just to make this pretty big, and I'll put it in between the play and the quit button right there. And then we also need the name of our game, so we can do that really easily too. So in the main menu canvas, we're going to create a UI text. We name this game name. Now right here, I'm just going to put something like Crossy Road. And it looks pretty small right now, and it's right there, and I don't actually like that. So I'm going to change the font size to something like 72. I'm going to change the font style to bold. And then down here in alignment, I'm going to do the middle and the middle of the text box. And then you can still see it looks pretty weird. So I'm going to click T and make it much bigger. And then we're going to do what we learned in the Unity Basics tutorial. If you haven't seen that, I would recommend you go watch that before you go learning how to make a main menu. And we're going to go to this rect transform right here, click on this, Shift Alt, go to the middle, and then I'm going to take this game and I'm going to move it just up a bit, so when I go to the game view, I think that looks pretty nice. And then what I'm also going to do for the buttons, I'm going to go to all the buttons, highlight all of them, and then I'm going to go down here to this button little thing on it, and then I'm going to go to this pressed color, and I'm going to make it really dark so that you know you've pressed it. And then the highlighted color, I'm going to make that really dark too, so that you know you're on the right button that you want to push. And you can change this, press, selected, and disabled. You can change those to your liking, but I'm just going to do different shades of gray for right now. And then that's our main menu canvas. But I also want to make a settings canvas, so we can also do that. Let's right click in the hierarchy, create a UI canvas. We can name this our settings canvas. For right now, I'm going to turn off the main menu canvas so we can't see it. We'll turn it back on later. Inside the settings canvas, let's create a UI panel. We'll name this our background panel. You can also change the color to black and change the alpha value down a little bit. And then we're also going to need to do a few things, except it's not going to be the same. So let's go to UI and then we'll create a text. I'm going to name this our volume text, because inside settings, you're going to be able to want to change how loud your volume is, right? So inside of the text, I'm going to just write volume. I'll change the font size to something like 52, bold it, and then align it in both the middles. Then I'm just going to move it all the way over to here. And then I'm going to create a slider. So in the settings canvas, I'm going to right click, create UI, and then do a slider. This I'm going to name as my volume slider. And then you can change all of this, like these highlighted colors, but what I'm going to do right now is for direction, I'm going to do bottom to top, and then I'm just going to change the scale to something like 2. Or maybe I can just do 2.5 just to make this a bit bigger. And then I'm going to move it right here, and then once we're in the game, we're going to be able to move this volume slider and have it to be able to change our value. Now I also want to be able to change the scale of my game. So UI and text, I'll name this scale, and inside of the text, we can type scale. I'm also going to change this text font size to 52, bold it, and then go into the middle. And then I'm going to move this scale right up here. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So I'm just going to take this volume slider, duplicate it, move it right here inside the settings canvas. I'm going to name it the scale slider. And then I'm going to move it right under the scale, and it's going to be the same as the volume, because this scale is going to change how large our game is. The volume is going to change how loud our game is, if we have music and stuff. And now we're going to need a back button, so we can do that really easily. We know how to do that. We're going to right click, UI, and then we're going to click button. We can name this back button. And then inside of our text, we can just put it as back, and then for this button, we can change the scale to 2, and then we can move it right here so the people can, once they're done changing their settings, go back. So I'm going to turn off the settings canvas and turn on the main menu canvas. But we're not done yet. We have to create some scripting so that the buttons do what we want them to do. So down in the assets folder, we're going to right click, create a new C# script, and we can name this our menu manager. Once you have your script opened up, it's going to look something like this. And then up at the top, we're going to create a few variables. The first is going to be a public game object, and we can name this the main menu canvas. And this is going to be a reference to our main menu canvas. We're going to create another public game object, and this is going to be a reference to our settings canvas. So we can just name it the settings canvas. And then instead of using these start and update methods, we're going to be using other methods that we make for the buttons. So what we can do is go down here and create a public void, and that's just the return type. And then we're going to name this on play button clicked. And this is going to be when the play button is clicked. And right now, since we don't really have a game, I'm just going to put a comment in here and just write something to do to play the game. If you're doing this in your game, you would just start the game here, and then that's what you would do. Let's create another public void on quit button clicked. And this is going to be what happens when the quit button is clicked. And Unity has a really nice built-in method for that, and it's called application.quit. And once application.quit is called, it just stops the game. So we can just call that, and then we have our quit button done. Then we're going to create another public void, and then this method is going to be called on settings button clicked. And this is going to be, you guessed it, what happens when the settings button is clicked. And you can see that I have spelled settings wrong, and I can just do that. Settings button clicked. And then inside of this is where we're going to write some actual code. We're going to get our settings canvas dot set active. We're going to set it to be true, since it's not going to be true automatically. And we're going to set our main menu canvas dot set active to be false, because it's actually going to be active most of the time unless we're in our settings. Once that's done, we're going to create another public void. It's going to be on back button clicked, and this is the back button from the settings, and that this is going to take us back to the main menu. So we can get our main menu canvas dot set active to be true, and then our settings canvas dot set active, and this is going to be false, because we don't want to see our settings if we are trying to play our game. And then once we have all of this code written, we can delete the start and update methods because we don't need them, and it's just going to clutter up our code. And then we can go back into the Unity editor. Once we're back in our Unity editor, we can right click on the hierarchy, create an empty game object. We can just name this manager. We're going to add our menu manager script to it. It's going to look for the main menu canvas and the settings canvas. We can drag both of those things in from the hierarchy, and then we're going to have to add the buttons to this. So we'll go to the settings canvas, click on the back button, scroll all the way to the bottom, and it's an on click. We can click this button, and then we're going to drag in the manager to this object right here, and then for the function, we're going to click menu manager, and then on back button clicked, because this is the back button. Then we can get out of the settings, go to the main menu, do it for the play, scroll all the way to the bottom, click this little plus right here, drag the manager in, click menu manager, and then on play button clicked. For the quit button, click the plus, drag in the manager, go to function, menu manager, and then on quit button. For the settings, we'll do the same. The plus, manager, menu manager, and then on settings button clicked. Then we can save up this and we can click the play button. Once we are in play mode, we can see that if we click the play button and we hover over these, they are highlighted. That's what we want. The play and the quit button don't do anything because application.quit doesn't do anything inside the Unity editor, and the play button doesn't do anything. But if we click settings, it'll bring us to this. The volume, we can move it up, and the scale, we can move it up too, and the back brings us back to here. Leave a comment down in the description if you would like to have a video on where I teach you guys how to make this volume and scale sliders work for the volume and the scale for your game. But if not, then thank you for watching this video, and this tutorial is finished. If you liked it, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.